Hey, so in this video we'll be doing the Easter eggs and predictions for Season 1, Episode 1 and 2 of Marvel's Inhumans, so be aware spoilers if you have not watched the premiere yet. So, uh, from Episode 2 and until the finale, the episode titles are a reference to a comic book, and Episode 2 title is Those Who Would Destroy Us, and it's a reference to Fantastic Four Volume 1, number 46. And if I make a mistake about anything comic book related, comment down below and I'll talk about it because I do not know anything really about the comics other than the stuff I look up. So yeah, in the show, they since it's part of the MCU, they referenced Marvel's Agents of Shield, where that's been dealing with a lot of the Inhuman stuff. How the Terrigen mist has been in put into the water supply and is causing people to get powers, stuff like that. And people were wondering how, why the Inhumans on the moon and the Inhumans on Earth are so different, and how they the Inhumans on the moon did not go through go into a cocoon. Apparently, I looked it up in the comics. They don't exactly. Not all Inhumans go through to a cocoon. Apparently, they have this chamber type thing where they do on the moon in the show, and it causes that's like the effect of that's the replacement of the cocoon that the Inhumans on Earth does. So yeah. But another connection to Agents of Shield is that they brought back their symbols that have like lines and dots and stuff like that were on like pretty much walls, the throne boxes and stuff like that. And it's from Agents of Shield. It's Kree maps, Kree symbols and stuff like that. So it's cool that they brought that back because they haven't done that since season 2, I believe. Uh, and a lot of people don't like the portrayals of the royal family so far, but I'm fine with it. I like where they're going. It's like a redemption arc for the heroes, but apparently, as far as I understand, the royal family in the comics are real pricks. They have slaves and all that kind of stuff, not like they do in the show, but the slaves in the comics are called alpha primitives, and they already dealt with that on Agents of Shield. So I'm assuming that they don't want to retread water and like have alpha primitives on the show. So they replace them with miners, where people do not have powers. They're automatically sent to the mines. So I find that cool. And like they're gonna have a redemption arc because all it is, like the whole royal family thinks they're better than everyone because they have power, they like powers and stuff like that. So for the show's characters or whatever story is taking their powers away one by one, and they're going to have to try to deal with that and trust the humans to help them and stuff like that, because they do not trust humans at all. So it's gonna be fascinating to see where this story goes. But going to Medusa, they do like a little play on her name, where this fortune teller person says that Maximus is going to be thrown against the wall by snakes and all that kind of stuff, which I kind of find that kind of cool. And we find out it's actually Medusa, and then later on she gets her head shaved off, and a lot of people are getting mad at this, that it's saying it's too early for this, but I don't really mind it. Like I said, I actually find it fascinating. But it's a storyline somewhat from the comics, where made by Paul Jenkins and Jay Lee, from 1998 run, and their comic book cover is similar to the promo image. So I'm assuming the executive producer of the Inhumans show did that promo image on purpose, so the audience would connect the two and figure out where the show was going, maybe. But a lot of people were wondering how the hair could be so like buzzed off so quickly, and Medusa never fought back. The way I took it is that the electrical powered person fried the Medusa's hair, that it just died from it. It died, and it was not able to move. So I would assume you would have to be shampooed and all that kind of stuff, and like conditioned, like, and probably will grow back after a while. But yeah. Then you have Black Bolt. A lot of people didn't like. A lot of people didn't like these costumes, saying it's cosplay, and I didn't mind it. The only thing I don't really like about the costumes are Medusa's shoulder pads that she had. I'm assuming that's gonna go away. I think they did. But Black Bolt usually has a mask in the comics with a tuning fork, and they do have the tuning fork in the show, but it's only for one scene, and it's for like maybe like a fancy ritual type thing, because he never wore it afterwards. But it's like a headband type thing where he does that. He wore that in the comics. I don't know why, but he does. He did it at some point in the comics. So yeah, the closest person costume wise is Karnak, because he has his tattoos, and he wears this like green vest type thing. And in the comics, he wears a similar green vest thing. I'm pretty sure in the Paul Jenkins run as well. So I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's where he wore that vest. So yeah. But a lot of people were wondering how Karnak could fall off the cliff so easily without knowing. Is the way I took it is. He got distracted. He did not see what was happening coming, because apparently in the comics, Maximus does have powers, but his power is he can come up with a plan so quickly or so big that not even Karnak can see the outcome of that plan. So even though Karnak has the probability of probability powers, he did not see this coming because it went so quickly. Even though he knew Maximus was a threat, he did not see this coming. So he's so confused. He's like he's not thinking about the task at hand of going down the cliff. All he's thinking about is, okay, Maximus just overthrew us, and where are we now? Like, and all that kind of stuff. Like everything like going through his head, and his powers just like failed him. Like he's doubting himself. He's doubting his powers for the first time in his life. So yeah, that's what I took about it. He's doubting himself. That's why his powers did not work. His powers did not work at the moment, and now it's taken away because he's brain damaged, probably, because that fall probably caused brain damage. Yeah, or something. And little details where Crystal's hair has like the circle from the comics, and Lockjaw has this tuning fork thing but instead of a tuning fork, like an actual fork, it's like a glowing symbol on his forehead. So I like that. The only thing I don't really like about the costumes in general, like I said, were what's it called? Medusa's shoulder pads and Triton's fin. I wish it was kind of bigger. Other than that, I don't really mind it. And there were like instances where the actor who plays Gorgon, he had a hard time walking, but I can understand that because it's probably his first real big time actually walking, and plus he's walking on sand, like, so that would probably be a bit harder too. but yeah, we meet minor characters from the comics, as far as I understand. King Aegon, and Queen Rhaenda. I don't know how to pronounce those names, but that's as far as that's the best that I'm gonna do. But he's Maximus. They're Maximus and Black Bolt's parents that just died very quickly. And then we met Eldrax, the Door. In this, he's more of a role that can open a portal and all that kind of stuff. In the comics, he's like this mechanical-looking fish face. I don't know really, but he can open a portal to wherever they need to go. I think, or they have to go, something like that. But yeah, the another one we meet was Irida, where she gets butterfly wings, and in the comics, she's feels like she's so ugly and all that kind of stuff that when she went through Terrigenesis, she wanted something that made her beautiful and all that kind of stuff, and she got what she wanted in the end, where she became a butterfly, where a lot of people think butterflies are beautiful and all that kind of stuff, so it's nice that they did that. But I don't think they did that here, other than they said she's a flyer. Flyers are awesome, and what I immediately thought of was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and where some guy was asking his daughter, so tell me, what is your thing? I was hoping it was wings, so I was thinking that's what it, like, I just thought of that connection, but it's not a reference at all, I don't think. But yeah, and for predictions, Maximus, a lot of people don't like a portrayal of Maximus, saying that he's not, like, or saying that on the writing standpoint, the why are we rooting for Maximus, the evil dude, and all that kind of stuff, and that's the actual intention of the showrunners and all that kind of stuff, that we're supposed to be rooting for this guy. Like, he has good intentions, but the way he's going about it, going to kill his own family, is not the best thing to do. But he is trying to help his own people, trying to get him out of the mines and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. But I will link that. I will link the interview with Just Loeb about talking about that. But for predictions, I'm assuming he actually has mind control powers like he does in the comics. He just doesn't know it. And in the comics, apparently, there's a kid that's Crystal's and Quicksilver's daughter, I believe, and she's immune to Maximus's mind control powers somehow. I don't know exactly how, but I'm assuming they're going to take that influence and bring it to the royal family. So everyone that's related to him is going to be immune to mind control powers, but everyone else can be influenced by his mind control powers, and that's why everyone is rallying against him so quickly. The fortune teller guy is dead. Like, there's no way about it. He's dead. Like, you can't have like a fortune teller that can see the future and not be dead, because that just loses stakes, because you know what's gonna happen already, like in the future. So that's just, he's gonna die. And who's not gonna die, who's not gonna be dead, is Triton. Like, he's in the rule of television, if you don't see the body, they're not really dead. And we don't really see Karnak or Triton die. He's just falls into the water and disappears. And we're getting the information from Maximus, the bad guy, who has already tried to kill him. So yeah, you can't trust him. But yeah, that's what my prediction is. So comment down below if you have any predictions and Easter eggs, or if I missed any Easter eggs or references. See ya.